Hello and welcome to chase race number 1 here at Talladega. So right now we got Cassandra Renzi and Seth Cole on the pole. Cassandra Renzi on the pole. I said that I do that every mistake every time, every race. Well, we have 15 drivers looking to make it to the next round, but only 10 are going to make it. Which 10 will they be? Will one of them make it via win? If you say 2 drivers get a win, that 2 chasers get a win here at Talladega, and then at Chicago, that'll be pretty big. That only means they're locked in for the next round. They will still be counted points. Or actually, no, they won't. Because if they're made, their points reset. Okay, never mind. The winning points only count towards the start of the chase. So if you get a win, you will get 2 bonus points going into the next round. If that makes any sense, which I hope it does. So leading lap number 1, it's going to be either Zach Chambers or Kyle Austin. It looks like it will be Zach Chambers with the run on that inside. And yes, it will be. No, wait. Yep, it'll be. Look at this, Dylan Young. Did not make the chase, unfortunately. Did not even come to the top, or to the 15 races with the top 5. That really hurts for that team. Especially the Dylan Young. He won the championship last season, moved to 2 team and did not pan out. And there we go, I saw it coming. Cassandra Renzi's around. So is Chris Washer. Looks like they get it all saved. No, they don't. Johnny Mills is around. And the caution is out as Dylan Schwallenberg might lead us back. Unless Mills goes low. No. So Schwallenberg is going to lead us back. Who's going to get back here? Good finish. So Johnny Mills and Cassandra Renzi, our pole sitter, involved in the first crash of the day on lap 2. So let's take a look at what happened. So here's what happened. Elizabeth and Shelley did not give each other room, and Renzi was just an innocent bystander. Washer clips the wall. He gets turned by Katie Elizabeth coming down. Oh my gosh, look how close he could have avoided it. He slams on the brakes, hits that wall hard. Doesn't look like much damage is done. So he gets it back around. So let's watch again with Cassandra Renzi. Where did Preston Plord get involved? Oh, right there. He gets involved with Cassandra Renzi. So 2 Penske drivers involved in this wreck at Talladega. Henry Nova gets a piece of it, and so does Johnny Mills. The only chaser involved was Chris Washer. Unlucky for him. Does not look to be major damage to that 3 car. Looks pretty good to me. Yeah, alright, so I'll take you back green. Alright guys, we got Dylan Schwallenberg leading us to the green. Phil Chambers probably I think he had a bad pit stop or something. He's all the way back in 42nd. He wasn't even involved in the wreck. But anyway, Dylan Schwallenberg, Mary Stevens, Luke Walker, Ash Curtis, and Zach Chambers, the top 5. Ash Curtis, who made the chase on the last race. As the green flag is back out at Talladega. Mary Stevens looks high, and it looks like she's committed. Schwallenberg's just saying, here, you can take the high side all you want. Sucker. But, unfortunately, Schwallenberg did not make the chase. Ended up 28th in points after the last race. It looks like Luke Walker's trying to go for the Talladega Daytona sweep. As he's not technically going for the super speedway sweep because that's going to be almost impossible. It's into 4 super speedways. Trying to think. Yeah, well, realistic speed or super speedway sweep. And look at this. Dylan Young moves up to 3rd. Schwalenberg's holding off Mary Stevens. And then 51. Stevens filled in for Lily Erickson all the way back in race 1. I've said it many times, but I'm going to keep saying it because it's an interesting fact. Mary Stevens doing well for that 51 team. Unfortunately, 35th in points, but I mean, you started out 180 points back at the most. That could have probably put her up. I could have put her up in mid-pack in points if she at least would have raced the Pigs Creek race. Look at Nick Smith, our highest chaser at the moment. Here comes Katie Elizabeth now. Elizabeth got involved in the wreck, just only accidentally turning Chris Washer. Speaking of Washer, where's he at? Tail end of the draft. So we're running a lot of low line right now. A lot of drivers riding the low line. Next race we go to is Chicago. That determines who makes it into the next round. And some of these guys, like I said, they all want to win. All the chasers want to win to lock themselves in to the next round and have those 2 extra bonus points. If neither of the chasers get a win, or if none of the chasers get a win, then they will all start at 0 for the ones that make it in. So Elizabeth takes second. She's trying to make a charge as Schwalenberg is leading this race at the time since the caution, or since the green flag was taken at the end of the caution. Look at Harrison Ponder now. Oh, Ponder! Something happened! He blew the motor! Running third! Ponder blows the motor! I don't think there's a caution, but that really slowed the field up. As the top 3 are pulling away, look at Katie Elizabeth now. Mary Stevens is running third. Wow, they're gonna get freight trained like crazy. Wow. And Ponder is stopped on track. No caution though. That hurts. As Elizabeth leads a lap, that's a big one right there. I think Elizabeth wants to stay out in front till close to the end, or all the way till the end, as they have about a 2-second lead over the leaders behind, or over the drivers behind them. Here comes Schwalenberg to the inside. Mary Stevens takes the outside, trying to give Elizabeth a push, and it's actually going to work. As Elizabeth clears Schwalenberg on the outside. Now they will have to pit unless a caution does come out. They are going a lot faster than the 3 drivers up front, so they will catch them. It's just a matter of time of when. See how much they gain this lap. Oh, they didn't. They lost ground. Wow. So the top 3 right now are pulling away thanks to Harrison Ponder blowing his engine. Let's see what the actual issue was. Not gonna show it. They're just still trying to fix the car. It looks like they're gaining on him. The 13 team, a single driver team. Unfortunately, done for the day. Remember, Ponder was out of the series for about 6 races with due to arm injuries and a couple others in a crash at FTF. That track has been taken out and replaced with Dubai, a road course, an international road course. So we will be going out of the country once again. We go to Canada, we go to the UAE, and we go to, that's it. Only 2 times we're out of, oh, and then we go to Ontario in Canada once again. So we stay in Canada for the first 2 races. And look at this, the field behind them is gaining just a little bit. They were 2.4, now it's 2.1. They're all staying single file to pull away. Looks like it's working just a little bit. Mary Stevens is like the slower car of the 3. has not taken the lead just quite yet. And look at this, they are closing in. I think just in time for pit stops. They did not pit under that caution flag. So they will need to pit. But when will they pit? Will they pit early? Will they pit late? Mary Stevens trying to take second as Schwalenberg is pulling away. This is going to give an opportunity for the pack behind him to gain. Schwalenberg, the leader's only going 188. They're going 191. 192, we have a wreck! Caution's out, Curtis hits the wall hard. Chasers involved. Nick Smith spins through the grass. Mark Cavanaro. Joe Davis gets around. Leo Walker, LJ Mills, Nick Smith. Oh, Luke Walker. Phil Chambers, Ash Curtis. Oh, boy. What happened here? A horrific crash at Talladega coming to the front stretch as Gene Sanford is down in pit road. So let's take a look at what happened, and we'll set the field for you when we go back green. So this is where it starts. Drew Austin gets into Kyle Austin. Not going to be happy there. They get straight into DeMax, and that's Lamas, I think. Yes, that is Cody Lamas. So let's take you back into TV1. That sets Dylan Young around, and nobody really can get out of the way. Nick Smith nowhere to go. Neither Karina Chambers or that's Gene Sanford in the 41, so that she did not pit. Alex Hawkins gets a piece of it. Luke Walker, Shelton plows into Curtis, and Curtis has a lot of momentum heading into Luke Walker, and this is where Luke Walker goes upside down when Thoreaux hits him. And Henry Nova, did Henry Nova just avoid that? Oh my goodness. Watch this. Henry Nova's all the way back here. So let's ride on board with him. Notice how it doesn't even let up at all. It slows down to about 167, 160. Oh, man. Henry Nova, you dodged a major bullet, and Phil Chambers is upside down too. I forgot about that. So a lot of chasers involved in this wreck. Only a couple of them escape. Phil Chambers is in the back too. Phil Chambers could have avoided it. That's what puts Luke Walker multiple flips. Ash Curtis goes on his roof, I thought too. Oh man, what a horrifying crash. So we'll take you back green as two chasers are smoking and they're done for the day. So we'll take you back green right here. Alright. Ponder had a valve issue. Sanford retired of the wreck. Ignition just flipped multiple times. Phil Chambers apparently had a tire issue. Retired from the wreck due to massive damage. Cavanaro, Chris Washer, Dylan Thoreaux out of the race, and a lot of drivers slow and off the pace. So it's going to be a small pack for the win. Look at this. Deanna Shelton going straight almost next to the wall. Drew Austin has damaged the right side, I think. And he's still managing to stay up in the top 10. LJ Mills holding up the field. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Only, like I said, a few cars that can possibly have a chance at this win. And Kyle Thomas is one of them. Look at Kenny Bale, too. Meanwhile, Schwalenberg and Gabe Williams are out 1-2. Wow. So like I said, some chasers did get involved in this wreck, and they're all coming down pit road now, pitting under the green flag. It's a little shocking, as these drivers did not go in. It's all the way the top, looks like the top 12-ish maybe, did not pit. Daisy Mills avoided the wreck apparently. Henry Nova did not get involved, and look at this, he's celebrating in the car, I bet right now, running third, going for second. Let's see who's the first off pit road. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Gabe Williams is the first off pit road. Schwallenberg comes out 5th. Or maybe less. The Chambers hold him up as Gabe Williams gets out to a nice start, or a nice jump on the pit road. Here comes Skabnicki as well. I think the rest of the drivers will come down pit road. No! They're all going to be most likely a lap down. Look at Sanford running 3rd. Sanford trying to get his first win of the season. Are they going to pit? Are they going to have enough fuel? They're going to fall right into the lead pack, and some of them are going to be a lap down. Now, NRSL is telling them to get out of the way of the leaders. At least go to the low side for now. I don't know. They might honestly pit. I don't think they might. Sanford and Shelton are getting blocked out of their pit lane, but they're not going to come down. As all these guys are going to be a lap down. As the top 2 of Mary Stevens and Daisy Mills have broken away from Charles Sanford and the rest of the field behind them. But they are running the high side, so it's going to be a little tough for them. Trying to hold them off. As they're faster than them, which is odd. Usually, I guess, I don't know. It's a little odd, to be honest. So they're catching them, though. At least Sanford is. Looks like they might come down. No! They are staying out. Did they possibly pit under the caution flag? And that's what set them up top. If I say that correctly. Demax is real slow. Look at this, Deanna Shelton not in contention. Most of them are trying to get their lap back. Looks like it may not happen. As a crazy turn of events is Daisy Mills, winner at Texas, back at race 11, is going to have the lead. Followed by Mary Stevens and Charles Sanford. Sanford using the draft of the lap cars to gain some ground to catch the leaders of Daisy and Mary. Here's Jackie Tang, has not had a great run at all this season. Looking for that one good run. Has had 2 top 10s in the season, no top 5s. This could be his first one today. Schwallenberg using Jackie Tang as a pick to try and pass all of the lapped cars that he's trying to battle and get his lap back in case a caution comes out. They would need a caution come out in the next 2 laps to have to have the rest of the way of racing at least a green, white, checkered or a 1-lap dash. Look at this. Look at Sanford. He's right there. Will they possibly run out of fuel? Look at this. Mary Stevens and Daisy Mills are only 1 car behind, or 1 car in front of Charles Sanford. And the caution is out. None of them got their lap back. What happened? It looks like it might have been right here with DJ Curtis. We'll take a look when we come back, as we might end this race at a 1-lap dash or a green, white, checkered, or it might be the end. Let's find out when we come back. So what happened here? They were basically 4 wide. I guess DJ, I don't know what he was thinking. He gets into Dylan Young. Unfortunately, Dylan Young had to be a victim of that crash. And that's what brings out the caution here. And he gets off track, which is really good. Really, it's safe right there. So we'll take you back green and see what happens. So it's going to be a 1-lap dash. Charles Sanford all the way back here, running 5th in line, 6th in line. This looks like it's Daisy Mills' race to win, and she gets a great jump. Mary Stevens trying to use the draft of Kenny Bale to get to the bumper. of Daisy. Now being smart too, Charles Sanford's using the draft of Kyle Thomas. We are on the white flag, by the way. These two battle. We're not going to get up to speed for a good lap. Stevens goes low. Sanford on the high side. He's done. Running fourth is Jackie Tang. There he is. It's going to be a side-by-side battle. Jackie Tang not going to be able to catch him. Coming to the checkers. Down to the tri-oval off of 4. Does Daisy Mills have any run on the high side? Gets the draft. They're going to be side-by-side coming back to the line. But it's not going to be enough. Mary Stevens is going to take the checkered flag at Talladega. Wow. So a one-lap dash seals the deal for Mary Stevens. As Jackie Tang, Charles Sanford, and Henry Nova get a top 5. All get a top 5. Johnny Mills, Jessica Shelton, Preston Plord, Nick Smith. The highest chaser, Daisy Mills in second. Then you got Nick Smith, and then the 10 of Jason Trost. Did not mention him at all this race, but he manages out a top 10. Then Katie Elizabeth, Joe Davis Hawkins, Fibrosis, Cavanaro, Lamas, Renzi, Seth Cole, DJ Curtis, Ash Curtis, James Shelley, DeMax, Schwallenberg, Thomas, Chambers, Bale, Chambers again, Williams, Skavnicki, and Deanna Shelton round out your top 30. And here's the rest of the field. So, no chaser gets the victory. Daisy Mills is that close, but I think she might be locked in to the top 10 with the second place spot today's. We'll show you the chase points. So we'll see you guys at Chicagoland for race 17, chase race 2. Thank you all for watching.